get your apron on. And yes, in the beginning, if you've never worn the speed cleaning apron, it might be a little awkward. But everything gets comfortable over time. And remember Tony? Remember Tony? Tony used to work for us, and he was terrific. I hired him right out of college. And back then, I mean, this was a long time ago. This again was like 20 years ago. And back then, I just had this mindset that I'm not going to hire a guy. I'm not going to hire a man. Guys don't clean, right? That is so not true. Is that not true? I mean, you guys break all the myths here. And guys aren't going to like it. Guys aren't going to clean. And I was just anti-guy for cleaning. And Tony applied. And of course, I know the laws, so you can't have discrimination, right? Or you're a male, so we don't hire men. That wouldn't work. So I had this mindset. I'll let him come in, interview for the job, but he's not getting it. I'm not hiring a guy. And I also thought, a guy working for Buckets and Bows maid service? I mean, you know, hello. I almost thought, I'm just going to tell him, you have to wear a hair bow. That's part of the job requirement. But I figured I wouldn't have to because I'd find enough reasons why I didn't need to hire him. So I had already made up my mind. Tony's not going to get hired. So he comes in, real nice, clean-cut guy. He's working his way through college. He wasn't out of college yet. And he kept answering everything the way I would want somebody to answer in a job interview. And it's like, and, you know, how long have you been here? Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty impressive. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, can you work these hours? Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay. So he just kept saying all the right things. I'm like, well, I'm going to do a criminal background check. Is it going to pass? Oh, yeah, no problem. Like, okay. So I finally said, look, our company name is Buckets and Bows, and you have to wear an apron. Are you really going to be okay with that? And you got to remember, this is back in the 80s, so people are much different than they are now, okay? Just trust me. There's nothing like it is now. He looked me in the eye and he said, I'm totally in touch with my feminine side. I said, you're hired. I didn't even know what that meant, but I knew that was a fit. And I hired him, and he was in touch with his feminine side because he could clean circles around any woman ever hired. He was one of our best cleaners. And when he left, he worked for me for 10 years. Loved Tony. And the reason why I started this story, squirrel. When he left,